Hi everyone. Today we are going to talk about top Amazon reviews of Cracking the Code interview book. Want to know how to become a web developer without a degree? Check the description below. Anyone confused about what language this boom? I'm sure this is a good book. However, you would think a book on software would have what language it is focused on readily available. It does not. I had to do research to figure it out after purchasing it. Very annoying. For your info, it's in Java. If you're not a Java developer, it's useless till you decide you want to learn Java. And by that time you're probably working and don't need an interview prep book. Put the language on the front page. It seems like everyone knows this book. Here, in Silicon Valley, it seems like everyone knows this book. It seems like everyone who comes here from India and China knows it as well. I'm from Europe, and I had never heard of it. So I bought it. I read it. And I did some of the many exercises. Did I learn anything? Not really. Is it good for interview training? Absolutely, yes. Pros. Plus the first few chapters are short recaps on what you should already know. Plus there are hundreds of interview-like questions. Very algorithm oriented. Which is indeed what tech companies ask. Plus this book might indeed improve your chances at Apple, Google, Facebook, etc. Cons. This book will not make you a better software engineer. It only helps you at the interview part. Proven. No one cares how good you are when interviewing with major tech companies. Proven. No one cares how good you are when interviewing with major tech companies. Your real skills for future work and interview process have close to nothing in common. Everyone in main tech looks at how good have you studied this book. I find it awful, but if you want to land such a job, this book is a must. Book itself is good though, if you just want to cover/refresh a list of it topics. Got me the job. This got me through 4 interviews, and I got an offer from each one. I would recommend this to anyone, with 2 big provisos. 1. If you're going for a domain specific position like compilers, make sure to read up on those separately. And 2. Focus on the moderate problems. The hard problems frankly weren't asked, and it was much more important to have the whiteboard coding method down. An excellent investment. I graduated with a CS degree in 2014 and recently decided to find a new job. The first 200 or so pages are a great review for someone who wants to brush up on all of the must-know topics such as data structures, search algorithms, algorithmic complexity, sorting, etc. There are a handful of questions specific to each of these chapters. After the chapters comes a slough of example interview questions rated as easy/medium/hard, each with hints that interviewers might provide if you were to get stuck as well as a solution. Interviewing with companies can be a pretty grueling process, so if you want a much better chance of landing the job the first time, I would highly recommend this book. If you only want to use one book, this is it. This is obviously the must-have book to prepare for your SWE/STE interview. I have some small quibbles with how some of the problems were worded, but the level of difficulty is very representative of what the big tech companies are using. You might even run into these questions in your own interviews, since Gale is choosing questions that are popular among interviewers today. If you have time, you should of course pick up an algorithms textbook also. I recommend Skinner's The Algorithm Design Manual and Sedgwick's Algorithms, 4th edition, textbooks. The classic Corman is too verbose and proof heavy for the purposes of preparing for an interview. The DP solutions in this book are not actually tabular DP formulations. I recommend looking at the problems here. http://people.cs.edu/bcdean/dp_practice/Brian Dean's Dynamic Programming Practice Problems. Gale presents memoized solutions, which are much easier conceptually but not as clean or performant as bottoms-up tabular solutions. If you liked this book, click on the link in the description. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this content, please give us a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video.